Good morning. So, just a short little video about a topic I haven't really considered in a long time because there's been so few instances of this happening that it's really been not worth mentioning. So, what the heck am I talking about? Well, I have a game here called the Riftbreaker Prologue. Prologue, really in this case, just means demo. And a demo is something that we haven't really seen regularly in an extremely long time. I remember as a kid going to the grocery store or Target or Kmart, whatever the local store was, and getting the new issue of PC Gamer to see what demo it came with and if it was worth buying. And then a lot of those game demos ended up leading to purchases because you got a chance to actually play some of the game to see if you actually would like it. Whereas now, you rarely get a demo. And I know with the proliferation and just how common streaming is, you can watch aspects of the game, but those can be difficult because some of these streamers are given advertising benefits from showing off the game or trying to show it in a good light, or they're given specific things to show and highlight because other aspects may not be ready yet, and it's those parts that aren't ready yet that will be what disappoints you. So the reason I highlight this is because when it launched, I actually bought the Horizon 5 game looking for a fun racing game. Graphically, it looked fantastic, but playability, it just wasn't for me. I did not like how the controls, the cars handled and the controls set up. And after spending a little while on the forums, I understand that maybe that was just the way I had the control scheme set up and there were other options that would make it better. But the problem is, I only had a 2-hour window to play the game on Steam. I cut that off at about an hour and 45 minutes just to make sure I didn't have any problems in getting my game refunded. And that's a loss for Forza because maybe I would like it, but at $60, I'm sorry, if I'm not wowed out of the box, not worth my time. I know you can get Xbox Games Pass and a bunch of other options to try some of the games out for a while, but I don't know, I'm sick of having to download 50 different digital distribution platforms just to test something out. I want to be given a demo, a chance to actually get in there and do something in the game to figure it out. Even if it's a very small, isolated portion of the game, if you show me what the potential is, what the capabilities are, and let me play within that sandbox, I'll figure out fairly quickly if I'm going to like this or I'm not. Take the recent game launch of The Ascent. Game sounded fantastic, right up my alley, but it's so confusing and overburdened by unnecessary layers that it's just not really all that fun, unfortunately. So I've bought a game that I can't really play, and I got to return another game that I liked. With Riftbreaker Prologue, they give you this interesting kind of precursor that kind of teaches you how to play the game. I'm not going to jump in and do all of it right now. Just if you want to see that, then definitely let me know. I'll show you what the prologue lets you do. But it is a pretty decent amount of gameplay. You don't get to explore every facet of it. You don't get to build everything. But you do get to do a fairly large amount that's pretty good. You get to understand the mechanics of the game, the requirements, and they explain it to you in a very easy and fun way to go through and do it. You have full access to all of the controls and all of the settings, which are pretty good, and a lot of them actually have pretty good explanations about what they do, so you understand what your settings will actually be changing within the game. And you can even submit a bug report to them specifically, which is just great stuff. So this demo has proven that this is a game I want to buy. Otherwise, it looked like a lot of fun, but having been burned on Forza and The Ascent, I really wasn't looking to spend any more money on a game. But once I get some allocated for gaming, this is going to be my first purchase because it's just a lot of fun. It's right up my alley with kind of the real-time strategy genre mixed in with city building, mixed in with some third-person shooting and RPG functions. It's a good way of mixing all of that together that's really kind of fun and unique. So demos, I don't know why they've gone away. Streamers, yeah, you find a couple you trust that are very similar to your views, and you can usually bet on their reviews, but outside of that, you're left with just hoping you can return it and figure out within a very short window if it's going to be a game you like. So, in my opinion, game devs need to bring back the demo. They'd really probably do a lot better and have a lot more happy customers if they did, but game development's kind of gone really off the rails with the way they ship broken products these days. But anyway, that's a totally different topic. I just wanted to jump in and say, if you guys like strategy games and you like kind of that third person strategy style where you have some control over what your character does and you can actually get in and do some of the fighting, you're an active member. The closest game I can really relate it to is Sanctum TD, except instead of being first person, you're third person in there. But Sanctum TD was such a unique and fun game. Sanctum 2 was awesome as well. But if you're a fan of that style of game, check this demo out. You might find you really like it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.